Welcome everyone, this is Gwydion, and today I want to show you how to send music for your gaming ambiance from RPG Master Sounds, which you can download from the App Store, and how can you stream that to your players over the internet. So RPG Master Sounds, again, you can download it from the App Store, and I think a lot of people, from what I've seen, utilize this to play music and sounds in person. So I'll scroll down, and this is the website. Has a lot of information about how to add your own files. They have a Discord community, and it looks like a pretty robust sound app that you can utilize for your games. But like I said, what I wanted to show you is how can you send for free with a few apps. So there is going to be a little bit of complexity to this, but sometimes it's challenging to get apps to send sound over the internet using just your iPad. So again, with the help of a couple of free apps, including something I created, I'm going to show you how to do this over the internet. So the apps that you're going to need are obviously download RPG Master Sounds. You're going to want to download 5K Player. This is the only thing I use 5K Player for, but it is a free download and it has AirPlay, which is what the key is. And then second to last app you'll need is something called Audio Router. And I'll explain why you need this, but this is a simple app that I've used for like 10 years. It's been out there a long, long time. It works really well. And then finally, what you're going to send the music over is something that I've built called RPG Audio Stream, which is a free way to send your audio to your players. So let's walk through this step by step. I'm not going to go through downloading 5K Player, Audio Router, and RPG Master Sound. So I'm going to assume that you've already done that. But what I am going to start with is let's go to my desktop, and we're going to go to open 5K Player. So let me just type in, after you've downloaded it, 5K Player. So let's open it. And this menu is a little tricky, but this little arrow here will minimize. This will expand. And if you once you open this, if you go to DNL AirPlay, you want to make sure AirPlay is on. This is the key. Okay, you just need to make sure this is on. I think you can close out of this menu here with this X to get back to the top. And then you can just minimize this. You should be able to close it. Let me check, make sure it's here. Yes, I can still see it here in my tray. Now, I'm not going to show you my iPad app, but I am going to open the RPG Master Sounds on my iPad. So let me get that open. And I don't know why I'm not finding it quickly, but there we go. And I'm not going to start playing any music yet, but what I'm going to do is swipe down on the top right of my iPad and do screen mirroring, and then select 5K Player. Once that connects, it will show on my computer screen. And so now you're seeing, so again, the way I got to this screen mirroring is swiping down from the top right of my iPad. So now this is mirroring my screen, and anything I do on the iPad, I can now control and utilize, and it's going to work right on my computer. So if I click on Alchemist Lab, it is going to play sound. Of course, I probably didn't set that to play yet, but you can see that that did trigger. So now we've got it sending to my computer. So the trick is when it does this, it binds to your default, and my default player or my default playback device is Mixline, and there's not a way to natively change the output in the app of where it's going. So if I let me open my volume mixer. Actually, I think is this where I wanted to go? Nope. I'm right clicking on my soundbar and I want to go to sound settings. And let's scroll down to more sound settings and click on that. And it's going to open this panel. Let's just keep this open. And if I play some music, so let's play Alchemist Lab so I can see it going. You can see it's playing back to my mix line, and that's like voice meter. You don't need to worry about that. But the point is, it's going to download to whatever, or it's going to default to whatever your playback device is. So let me pause that for a second. And what we're going to want to do is to get that playing to something that we can send over RPG audio stream. So I lied. I guess you have one other download. So this is more than I'd like, but you're going to download the VB audio cable. So if you go to Voicemeeter, you can say VB audio cable. If you go to the Voicemeeter site, you can download these cables for free. All you need is the free one cable, the VB audio cable. So you will download that and reboot when it tells you to reboot. And then let's go back and let's get something playing again. So I am going to show this. Let's get the Alchemist Lab playing. So you can see it's red, it's playing through the speakers. So this is where you need audio router. And again, I know there's quite a few steps in here, but once you do it once, it's not that hard. So I'm opening audio router. So let's get this open. You'll see a panel like this. We are going to switch the view. I just like I like this view. And we're going to go down to airplay.exe. So this is what we're using with 5K Player. So I'm going to double click on that. And you can see it's defaulting to the audio device. But now I can change this. And I have a bunch of virtual cables virtual or VB audio cables. So I'm going to change this to cable input and click OK. All right, now don't close this out. You're going to want to minimize that. So now this is going to be playing. I might be able to show you here. Yep, you can see it's playing through cable input now. So I can close this. So we're almost there. So now if I go back to RPG audio stream, now this is again a solution I created myself and it's working really well. I'm getting a lot of great testing out of it, but it's a way, and you can name this what you want, or you don't have to name it, but you can say Joe's audio stream if you want. And then you're going to share your desktop. Okay. And you might have to say yes the first time you give it access, and you can just click allow. Then what you're going to do is in this desktop audio source, you're going to click cable output. So remember, we're sending the sound out from RPG Master Sound into cable input. And now we're going to send that through RPG audio stream. And once we do that, we're going to start audio capture. Okay, and now this is streaming. And if we want to send this to a player, you just copy this link, drop it into chat, Discord, email, however you want to. You're going to drop that in chat. And I know music's not playing. I should probably have that on the stream. And then you're going to get this simple, as your player, you're going to get this simple view. And you could type in, player one, or maybe just John Adams. And you can save it. And the GM then will see that here, John Adams. He's not listening, even though the connection is good. It's ready. And you can see it's ready up here. And you tap here to enable audio. Now audio's live. I have 2 live buttons just because I thought it just might help people. And it's streaming. So now we're streaming anything going into that cable input. And you can now hear through my desktop main, once I connected that, audio's flowing. So I can change my music to, let's say, Ancient Monk Reciting. Unclick Alchemist Lab. So anything that I am changing, at least I think that's working. There we go. Now you should be hearing the Ancient Monk Reciting, but anything, again, you want to use for your iPad, it's going to work just fine streaming directly to your players. So that's it. And I know there's a fair number of steps, but I feel like once you get this set up once, particularly with this RPG audio stream, once you have this set up, and you make sure you play back through cable input, it's super simple. So I hope this helps some of you. I know this is going to be a very niche video. It's only for folks looking to use RPG Master Sounds and send it to their players over the internet. So that's it for today. Thanks all. Drop a like or a comment if these videos are useful to you. And yeah, I hope you check out our RPG Master Sounds. I'm looking forward to checking it out myself. Till next time, everyone.